apartment. She comes over, jiggling the door handle, trying to get in. And you open the door, she didn't know you were inside, and you're like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you trying to break into my apartment right now? Then she tells you some bullcrap excuse, saying, oh, I forgot something when we all hung out earlier. I need to find it, saying every excuse in the book trying to get into your apartment. And then you tell her, well, just tell me what it looks like or what it is that you lost and I can look for it. And she says no, and then pushes you hard as hell trying to get into your apartment. And then y'all end up fighting in the doorway. Neighbors here trying to break us up, trying to break us apart, calling the cops, trying to figure out what's going on. And then she says, oh, and I'm pregnant. What? I thought I was gonna find my boy best friend in your apartment trying to cheat on me with you. And you're like, are you delusional? We've been best friends since childhood. Why would we do that? And then turns out she's just highly emotional because she's pregnant. And then you actually find out a couple weeks later that she had been talking behind your boy best friend's back to her dad this whole time, and they've been sleeping together for months.
Shit.
And he didn't know, and she was,
what? With who? Did we hear that wrong? Hey, watch me. Hey, I need confirmation. Watch me. Who is the baby dad? Did she say baby dad? The boy's dad? Her dad?
Wow.
Who's dad? I heard dad. I just don't know what kind of dad. Go back. Hold on.
and then turns out she's just highly emotional because she's pregnant. And then you actually find out a couple weeks later that she had been talking behind your boy best friend's back to her dad this whole time, and they've been sleeping together for months, and he didn't know. And she was also talking to a bunch of other people in the area, which he didn't.
That's a lot of figures.
Guys, help me. Help me. Her dad? Ooh, she been talking about him to her dad, back behind his back to her dad for weeks, and then she said been sleeping with him, and I'm gonna do this one more time. Hold on.
A couple weeks later, that she had been talking behind your boy best friend's back.
She has been talking behind your boyfriend's back
to her dad.
To her dad.
The whole time, and they've been sleeping together for months.
And they've been sleeping together for months. I think she's saying she's been sleeping with the boyfriend for months, and that she just slipped up there because it seemed like that. That's what I think happened. She just said that wrong. There we go. Alright, guys, I'm thinking that's what she means. Alright? I had to really stop.
And he didn't know, and she was also talking to a bunch of other people in the area, which he didn't know until he looked through her phone one day. And then he told me that he looked through her phone, he called me on FaceTime, showed me all the messages, showed me the pregnancy test through the messages with his dad, and then...
Wow.
Stop saying this.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
Stop.
Turns out that she was just highly emotional and fighting her own demons, and she was, messing around and feeling guilty about getting pregnant by his dad, and she didn't know.
Oh shit, boy. Oh, fuck.
Hi y'all. Hey y'all.
Oh, this is some good tea. This is what we came for.
Feeling guilty about getting pregnant by his dad, and she didn't know what to do. So she came to fight you because she was jealous of something that was never happening. And now they're not together because she was pregnant by his dad, and his dad and him probably never going to talk again. And you knew that actually in a couple weeks he was...
Feels bad. Okay. Guys, my head's just hurting. I'm sorry, okay. I feel like spoiling my bills. Okay. You know what's crazy? when a person thinks that you're cheating, okay, when a person thinks that you're cheating, what they do, usually that's a projection because they've been cheating. So she's been cheating with his dad, which is just so sad as fuck, bro. Could you imagine your mom fucked your boyfriend, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure there's at least one in here. I've
Wow.
heard that story, so that's a common thing for women, for sure. Like, your
Wow.
boyfriend asked your mom. I heard that it's a very common, I don't think very common, but it happens to people. I do know that it does happen.
Wow.
That's just sad. That's very sad. But yeah, let me just hear the rest of this.
Thinking about proposing to her, but now that's never gonna happen because one, she's pregnant by his dad, and two, she's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, y'all. I didn't see that coming, bro. I didn't see that coming. That was insane. That's insane. Wow. Feels bad, man. I don't know. It's crazy. She's the one that got, she had to fight with her. She's the one that got beat up. That's crazy. You fucking his dad, but she got beat up. Make that
Make that make sense.
All right, make that make sense. Wow, guys.
Make that make sense. I need something more.
On March 12th, 2023, police in Vancouver, Washington received a call from a worried grandmother. Her daughter and granddaughter, 27 and 6 years old, had gone missing. Miche was a single mother, and her daughter Layla was her whole world. There was no obvious reason for them to abscond without telling their family members. Something darker was at play.
It's been since
How y'all doing?
Sunday since anybody heard, seen, or talked to my daughter and granddaughter.
I'm missing a whole part of me. It's my sister and that's my niece. But we don't know where they're at.
One of the last people to see me.
How y'all doing? Let me go get my chair.
Have you ever been in a relationship where the universe gives you just sign after sign after sign that maybe, hold on, you should rethink this relationship? Because this Chinese influencer, we're gonna call her Z, she gets the biggest sign of her life. She hard launches her relationship with this man, and within like 24 hours, something crazy like that, I think it's like 24 to 48 hours, she loses 4 million followers. This man is not like a criminal. He didn't commit some sort of atrocious crime. Like, it's one thing if she's dating a former R-word, or not former, but you get it.
She lost 4 million followers.
Yeah, she lost 4 million
How
followers.
many?
She had 11 million followers. She's not a regular schmegular influencer. She's at the
Famous.
top of the game.
Oh.
She loses. This is
And
like
her
I
name
said.
is Z.
Yeah. Zane.
Zane.
You see a lot of her, don't worry, okay?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. This guy is not a criminal. He's not an R-worder. He's not speculated to have done all these depraved crimes against humanity that have previously all been tracked. He didn't scam people. He's not a school bully. Like, this is just a regular, schmegular, random-ass dude that she starts dating, and she loses 4 million followers. K-pop stars don't even lose that many followers when it is freaking annoyingly exposed that they're in a relationship, and then all the K-netizens go freaking crazy. I digress. Don't even get me started, okay? But she loses 4 million followers to the point where she comes out publicly and says, I have never been in a relationship that would make me lose millions of followers until today. What the fuck is going on? Okay?
Can we laugh? Can we laugh?
I mean, kind of. She laughs at it later.
Okay.
So I think we have permission. Let's just talk about Z first, because I feel like in order to understand how she loses 4 million followers, how the hell did she get 11 million followers to begin with?
Yeah.
She starts social media in 2019. The way Z looks, she is so pretty. I don't know how else to describe it. Her chin is so pointy. You don't even need a fucking pizza cutter. You just say, hey Z, can I get a help over here? And she's 16 slices, not even 8. She'll do 16 slices. You know those pizza cutters that are and you have to keep pulling the pizzas apart? No, it would be clean sliced. You don't even have to.
Is it too sharp?
No, her chin is incredible. Her physique is incredible. She's got the 90-degree shoulders that I'm so jealous of. Every part of her
What do you-
is
you have-
just.
You have 90 degree too. 76 with her shoulder like all the way up.
When I'm anxious, this is how I sit. I feel like this is superior than 90 degrees.
Yeah. It's a no neck.
So then she starts making these videos, and I was thinking, okay, well, duh. She's pretty. She's gonna sit there and she's gonna do her makeup, and I'm gonna eat this shit up. She's gonna give fashion tips. I'm gonna eat it up. She could honestly just post not even music, silent TikToks of just like body checking me, and I would eat it up. But no, Z is kind of cool. She has this best friend named Hidanto. Why does that sound Korean? She's got this best friend that she would always post with, and the two of them are nicknamed Goofy Goddesses because they're fucking weird. Like, they're so pretty, they're drop dead gorgeous, but every single video they post, you're like, that girl is fucking weird. In the best way possible. She'll do these boba challenges where she takes a boba cup and she's trying to drink it. Like, there's no lid, there's no straw. And she just picks it up with her teeth. And the challenge is to drink some of the tea with no hands. And then the boba will just splatter all over her. Like, it's just, she's just kind of like a goofy girl. You just don't expect that from someone that looks like a supermodel. That's all people had to say. It's just unexpected.
Like you. Body like a model.
Why are you laughing now? Then why are you laughing?
I'm laughing with you.
Not at me. She will go to Heidi Lau and then just like pretend to be a server. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm telling you, you just watch her video and you're like, that girl is so weird. But in the best way possible. She's not camera shy. She doesn't really care about how people perceive her. She is very unapologetically herself. And so people freaking love her, okay? She's got 11 million followers because of this. Even when she talks about her plastic surgery, because people are asking her, a lot of her haters are like, wow, is she really that pretty when she's had that much work done? And she will sit there in her live stream and she will say, are you guys asking me if I got 40% of my face done right now? Babe, I got 100% of my face done. You don't even know. I don't even think there's something I didn't do. I think I did everything to my face. Just from, not even just my face, I think from head to toe. Let me think. Yeah, I even had hair implants. In the past, I told viewers I had my forehead left of just natural beauty, you know? And then I got a hair transplant, so. Then I did some fat grafting on my forehead. But other than that, I did everything. I did my eyes 3 times. My nose is also fake, obviously. And my mouth, I even lifted the corners of my mouth, and then I got the fillers. And then I injected the center of my face, and I also shaved down my bones because I told my injector, because she kept getting me fillers, because I really like my chin to be very long and pointy. I said I want it so long I want it to touch the floor. And then she said the fillers are not working anymore. Like, you can't keep getting fillers. So I said, okay, grab a chainsaw and saw off half of my face and make my chin long and pointy. So then I did that. And then I got my boobs done. Oh, and then I got my legs straightened. Yeah, you didn't even know that was a procedure, right? I did that. I also injected my shoulders. Yeah, 5 injections on each side. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, I got my ears done. Yeah. Okay.
What did she
So
do?
she's explaining because her face, she just wanted it super small. And everything she's doing, she's shaving it. There's like bone dust in the air, okay? She's every part, she's like grafting it. She's Picasso, she's Michelangelo grafting it out of marble. And then she's like, why is my face still not the way I want it? So there's this new trend in China where you,
Is it like fold your hair out a little bit or no?
yeah, you fold your ears out.
Uh-huh.
So it makes your face look small, and they say you look like a youthful elf.
I think that's what happened. Do you remember the 宝宝今年18岁? That one? Her
I
ear,
was 18.
our baby's only 18, and then her ear is like an elephant. Yeah, I think that's what she did.
Like in China, I feel like this is becoming more common, but the American netizens were fucking having a field day. They said, she can hear tomorrow. She can hear tomorrow. tomorrow coming. She can hear your thoughts. So she did the elf ears, which honestly, she looks fire. It made me want to get elf ears. But like, I just keep imagining myself like 70. And then, you know, you just have like Sophie's kids running around going, hey, like, great, I don't even know what I am to you. But like, why the fuck your ears so big? It just look weird. Anyway, and then she starts ranking how painful her surgeries are. She's like, well, I would say that hair implants were worse than my jaw reduction, shaving my jaw. And then
Hair implant is worse than sawing your bone off?
she said it was the most painful.
What?
Yeah.
That is so unexpected.
She said the hair implants were so painful.
Whoa.
And then she said, but her boob implants were pretty bad too. Because I think she was like doing stuff with her ribs, and then she was like, okay, so I would say hair, boobs, and then no, I would say hair, boobs, yeah, hair, boobs. Let's do that. And then she goes, well, no, because then I just did the ears. The ears were the second most painful. That was so painful. You can ask my assistants. I'm sorry for people who don't want to hear this. My assistant was wiping my pee for like a week straight. Oh, it was so bad. So it's hair, boobs, elf ear surgery, and then probably like my third eye surgery. Yeah, she was like, that was pretty bad. I mean, I couldn't even do anything. And then she was like, oh yeah, this is what I look like. So she would share before and after pics. She would post during pics. It was really hard to hate her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like the haters are like, you had so much work done. And she was like, what didn't I have done? Give me suggestions. I love this shit, okay? And she would even comment on her own before and after. Like if a hater posted it, she was like, first she was a ghoul, like a ghost, like an ugly gargoyle. And now she's a doll. She's like about her own self.
Oh, she commented as a hater to herself.
No, if haters post it, she'll comment on her account being like, before she was a monster, and now she's a doll. Like about her own. So all of this, her goofiness, her lack of care for that, she's just giving girl's girl. In the span of 5 years, she would end up having actually not 11 million followers. I think her most highest followed account is 14 million followers. She's got like multiple accounts, but she would win awards for her influencing.
For her hair transplant.
no, for her influencing. It's always weird when influencers win award. You did a lot of whatever you do. We don't know what you do. We don't know if it's good or bad to society, but you did it. Okay? So she won a lot of awards. And then out of nowhere, April 2024, this is where she starts hitting the fan. She posts on social media across her accounts, and it's a picture of her, and the caption is 1 + 1 = 3. And there's a collage of her and this significant other, this man that she's blurred out, and indicating that she's pregnant with this man's child.
Like this is like a husband, like a launch of a man as well as a pregnancy.
Yes. But prior to this, she was never doing like here's my boyfriend, but I'm not gonna show him for privacy reasons.
People didn't know she was dating.
They thought she was single as a Pringle. And suddenly she's pregnant, and here is this man. And of course, this whole shit blows up. Everyone is in a frenzy. Who is this man? They're not upset or anything. They're happy for her. They're just so confused. And they're also like, how did you hide it so well? You post all the freaking time. How did you hide this relationship? Everybody starts reposting, and they're like, we gotta figure out who this guy is. They realize that in the photos that she posted of him, she not only blurred his face, but she blurred his tattoo sleeve. Like one of his, he's wearing a short sleeve black shirt.
Yeah.
Is it you? No, I'm just kidding. He's wearing a short sleeve black shirt, and then one singular arm she has drawn to be like a long sleeve black shirt, but the other one is a short sleeve. Does that make sense? So she edited it to cover his tattoos. So clearly his tattoos are identifiable. So then people start going through her old posts, and they're looking at all the pictures that she takes with her friends, and there's like only one guy, because he doesn't have any tattoos anywhere else. So it's just one sleeve. He doesn't have any on his other arm. He doesn't have any on his neck. So it's gotta be this guy.
Bingo.
They click on his account. Turns out the guy that she's dating, the guy that she is pregnant with his baby, is Han Yi. He's another doing influencer with 800,000 followers. Loser. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's got a full forearm sleeve. His tattoo design is matching the one that netizens saw in her post with her friends. So it's just kind of connecting. It's gotta be him. And when you go through his doing, he seems like, I mean, nobody really knows who this guy is, but it seems like he's second generation rich. He's just old money. Like, everything is just luxury, luxury, luxury.
What does he post? What kind of content?
Cars, thirst traps. Like, you know that trend where you like pull on a rope and then you're tugging on a leash, but it's your in Lamborghini Aventador, LaFerrari. Like, he's the type to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Now that we're talking about it, how is that even safe? I think about that every time I see those videos. I never see anyone in the driver's seat. So you're telling me it's on neutral? That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous, no? That is so hazardous.
Neutral is not dangerous.
It's dangerous.
In a parking lot?
It's dangerous.
Okay.
You don't think it's dangerous?
It's still very, very heavy, the car. It's not on a hill, it's not gonna roll around.
But I feel like it's dangerous.
Okay.
And every time I see it, I go, you're rich, but it's dangerous. Okay.
Put on a seatbelt.
God, what's wrong with you? He'll post him traveling everywhere, and his entire page is just reeking of money. So they're like, okay, maybe he's this old money, second generation, not really as famous as her, but probably way more rich than her, is the vibe that people have. But immediately, Z's hardcore fans are like, I don't like this guy. I don't like him for the sole reason that he has not posted anything about Z. She just hard launched their pregnancy. Why isn't he posting about her?
Because nobody knows she hid him.
People don't care.
Oh, okay.
They said, we don't care. You should at least post about the fact that you have a girlfriend. In fact, you don't post anything. Why are you being so secretive? Why are you? She's a big time influencer. She can be secretive, but why are you being secretive? People are very upset for whatever reason. And then it gets a little progressively worse. People start kind of turning to Z and asking, wait, this whole thing is weird. So first of all, he's not making you public. So I don't know why all the fans are under the presumption that he's the one that doesn't want to go public with their relationship. Because I guess they're saying, like, if she posted it, she wants to go public. Otherwise, she would have just not posted it at all. Right? But he's not posting anything. That's what netizens think. I don't know if I agree with this. But they're saying, first of all, girl, he did not publicize you. He did not post about you. Secondly, you guys aren't married. I think that's a little overly traditional for me, but continuing. And they say, third, the pictures you guys are posting are of you guys at a hotel. Think twice. Like, I feel like you deserve better than this. I don't know. This just isn't the relationship that I was picturing in my mind. And also, his account just seems like a boy. And then finally, after all that hate, he hard launches their relationship on his account. He posts about them a few days after this. It's 3 pictures of him inside of a fucking water tank. Oh, you know.
Water tank? What does that even mean?
So I said aquarium. It's like a see-through square filled with water for photo shoots. And he's just like bobbing like an apple in the water tank. I don't know why.
He's in the water swimming?
Yeah. And then he's like hand up against the glass, and then she's standing outside looking at him. And
Like
then
he's a fish in the water?
yeah,
He's a piece of fish in the water?
yeah, he's a mulgogi in the water.
What? It's like an advertisement, like they did like a photo shoot, like type of content. Like they purposefully set up this whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
to hard launch the relationship.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, this is a lot to hard launch. You could have just hit them with like a ding. You
Yeah.
know? And then the caption is, for you, I am everlasting commitment, never to be regretted.
Oof.
And then, of course, the haters came back and said, God, is it always about you? Like, why are you in the fucking water tank? First of all, is there a water tank? Like, this is so stupid. This feels, why can't it be about Z? Like, why are you, I don't know, these netizens were just hating on this guy, and like, agreed, okay? So then he goes onto a live stream trying to continuously redeem himself. He's like, guys, I know that all 14 million of you love Z, and I'm telling you right now, I'm a very detail-oriented man.
Okay.
I'm gonna take such good care of her. Look at this cookbook. He pulls up a cookbook that's still in the plastic lamination. And he's like, I bought this cookbook.
And I ran through it 10 times.
So
Through the plastic.
laser focused, locked in. He says, I'm gonna learn how to cook for her. I'm not gonna let this relationship turn into a joke. I am gonna work so hard to be the best father. And if I don't look good enough to be a visual influencer, and everyone's like, bro, to call yourself the visual influencer is crazy. He says, I will switch paths and do something else. You know, these are all the things that I plan to do. I will not let Z be unhappy if she's with me. Truly. And at this point, what can the netizens do? They're like, okay, fine, just keep your word. Treat her well. We fucking love her. Okay, like, we'll literally come and find you if you do some shady shit. So after this, he posts this, and everyone thinks, okay, fine, old money guy, nepo baby, second generation rich boy, and influencer that's fucking influencing. It's honestly kind of a power couple. It's kind of a vibe. They're all on board with it until an anonymous post goes viral. You gotta hate when that anonymous post comes to ruin the relationships. You gotta hate it. It's a girl, let's call her Lindsay, and she says, y'all aren't gonna believe what just happened. That guy, I'm not gonna list any names in my anonymous post, but there is a guy who is dating and has impregnated a very famous female influencer. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say who. See, I'm not gonna say who. But he's impregnated her, and they launched their relationship. And I was thinking, the timeline doesn't add up, because I was meeting that guy at hotels for a while, and the timeline is not timelining.
Why is she not? Okay. I think she doesn't want to start more drama because.
Why is she not telling Z? Is that what you're asking?
No. Why is she not just calling out this guy's name, right?
Okay. I thought you were gonna say, why is she not telling Z? Which is a really good question.
See, yeah.
Are you asking me that question?
Yes. Why didn't she tell Z?
That's where the post gets crazy.
Okay.
She said, what's crazier is I reached out to the female influencer. I told her. I gave her screenshots. I showed her everything. Hotel stuff, Uber stuff, everything. And then the next day, she posted a blog of them going wedding dress shopping.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me throw it back, because we clearly know it's Z. So she gets a text from this girl named Lindsay, and she texts, sis, there's a problem with Han's character. He contacted me for casual sex during the new year of 2022, 2023, and 2024. Like, we basically rang in every single new year together for the past 3 years. Okay? And this was when I was a college student. We met up on like a social networking app. Later, I found out that he used to be a host at one of like the host clubs, and he became an internet celebrity pretending to be a rich second generation kid, but he's not, and he would scam wealthy women and solicit hookups every single where he goes. I have evidence of him contacting me in January, which you probably would have been pregnant in January. So if you respond to me, I will send it to you. Z responds, huh? Yes, he contacted me again when he returned to his hometown of Anshan, at the end of January this year for Chinese New Year. You can check it if he had any hotel bookings on February 11th. He also didn't tell me that he had a girlfriend then. Were you guys together February 11th? Remember, the pregnancy announcement was like April. Was he with you at the hotel on February 11th? Yes, I have screenshots of our conversations. How can I send them to you? So she's like, okay, I'll follow you. They start sending the screenshots. And Z is like, wait, what time on February 11th? Around 5 p.m. So Lindsay sends all these, and she's like, okay, I did my part. That's all I have to do. I'm not gonna make like an online post about it. Until the next day she wakes up and there is Z posting about them going wedding dress shopping. And it's like, hello fellow wifeys, today is Monday and my husband is taking me to get a custom dress.
Period.
And Lindsay is sitting there like, what the heck? And she even posts a meme. It's like a dog pointing at its head, like, hello? What's going on in there? Are you there? Do we have similar brains? Like, what? I'm completely dumbfounded by this action. How do you go wedding dress shopping the next day? So then she goes online. That's when she decides to make the post. Like, a female influencer with 14 million followers officiates her relationship, stormy pregnant. Like, it's just nonstop. She's like, this is everything that's happened, and she's showing little bits of proof online. She even tells Z, like, my first meeting with Han was weird. This was in 2022 during New Year, and we got carried away. We had sexual relations. We had taken precautions, or at least I thought that I had brought a condom. I bought the condom. And then he had taken it off halfway because he said it was uncomfortable. And then he accidentally finished. And then afterwards, he transferred me $14 to go buy a Plan B. A few days later, which is crazy because like a Plan B in America is like $50. Anyway, a few days later, I discovered that he had deleted me on WeChat. So he made me go through all of this and then deleted me.
Wow.
Deleted me. But then the next year, I saw him again on a dating app. And I assumed because his account was not verified that this was like a catfish. But upon adding him on WeChat, I realized it was not a catfish. And then he kept trying to meet up with me. I didn't go to see him. And then eventually, like, okay, fine. Like, we met up and we did it again.
What does this guy look like? Is he like super hot or something?
He looks like every male dating influencer. Like, they have that vibe. You know, he got a lot of... he gets a lot of fame for being double door.
Double door?
Double door fridge.
Oh.
Double decker bus.
Oh, he got a fridge body.
Yeah, he got that brick body.
Oh.
He's got like that golden, tiny little fingerling potato head on a watermelon, that sideways type of shoulders, right? Yeah, that's where he gets a lot of his clout. However, one girl would say, one time I leaned up on his shoulder and I heard a plastic noise. Turns out, not only does he wear shoulder pads, but he wears them until they're no longer sticky, so then he just tapes them on his shoulder with like duct tape and packing tape.
我在想，它的衣服是什么材质的？如果靠上去之后，它会有那个塑料的声音。你知道为什么吗？因为它那个垫肩不粘了，它是用那个胶带穿的。就它那个3个大件垫肩，然后每一次穿衣服，哇，看起来那个头嘎嘎小。
What in the world?
There's that. It's gonna get crazier. So then they keep meeting every single year for New Year, and it gets to the point where she meets him when he's clearly in a relationship with Z, but she didn't know that at the time. And Lindsay is telling her all of this, and Z's response is also bizarre. Z asks Lindsay, well, babe, did you guys use condoms? And Lindsay was like, yeah, I mean, I bought them, but halfway through wearing them, he would say it's uncomfortable. Like, he always did this. Same thing in 2022, and he would always ask me to take pills. So you guys never wore a condom. How old are you? Were you always studying in Anshan? Yeah, I always bought them. I was born in 2000, and I graduated not too long ago. Mainly, I think that he was concealing the fact that he has a girlfriend, and you were clearly, getting pregnant. It's just, that's what I'm just trying to say. Z says, I feel so bad for you, babe. I really didn't expect this because he moved in with me right after we got together. He said his account wasn't very active and he wasn't making much money on social media. So I took pity on him. We lived together. And then he went home for New Year, I guess, to see you. And then I went to Sydney, Australia. I was planning to take him with me to Sydney, Australia, but his visa didn't go through. I just really didn't expect something like this to happen. But I appreciate you willing to talk to me about it. Maybe it's because we're both girls. We can empathize with each other. My mind is such a mess right now, and I'm pregnant, so both physically and mentally I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm on the verge of breaking down, and I might need some time to adjust to my emotions and mindset. Since this has happened, I'll think carefully about what to do next, because now that I have a baby, I might still need to have a serious talk with him to see what's going on. Today he was getting really scary, though. He was getting angry at me over trivial matters, and I was quite scared. Yet from what I saw in your chats, he seems very gentle with you. It's not like the person that I saw today at all. I don't really know what to do. So Lindsay, she posts all of this, like her chats with Z, and she's so confused. She's like, I mean, at first I thought it was weird that her first thing was to ask me about condoms. It was just weird. It was weird. But then eventually she opened up and said that she is mentally distraught and so much is going on and she's just all over the place. So she thought, okay, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. Then the next day, she posts about the dress shopping. So now she's just confused and like, does this girl have a brain or is she not using her brain? Or like, what the hell is going on? Lindsay makes this anonymous submission on a WeChat public account and the scandal starts going freaking viral and everybody starts, unfortunately, turning on Z. Because they're like, you are this girl power entrepreneur. You're like this girl that always advocates for girls having their own thing going on, having their own businesses going on, and not depending on men, and not being like having love brain. And I don't need a man, but then you're needing a man so bad that you're doing all of this. Like, what is going on? People are getting so upset at Z. Other comments are like, finding out her husband is hooking up, and her first reaction is to ask if he used a condom. I mean, lastly, she even ends up saying, I feel so bad for you, babe. Goodness, I feel like she's from the Qing dynasty. What's going on? In general, everybody is just so confused by this. So once this whole thing becomes a storm, Z goes on the live stream, and she starts admitting everything that's going on. She's like, okay, you guys want to talk about it? Let's freaking talk about it. So the only reason that I didn't post him on my page was because he was busy taking care of me and he didn't have time to post. I barely had time to post, but my business was more important. So he's not posting me on his page either. It's not that he was trying to hide that he has a girlfriend because he's meeting Lindsay from his hometown, okay? Also, we've been together for more than half a year, and throughout our entire relationship, he constantly wanted to get married, but I was the one that refused, and I wanted to take it slow until I got pregnant. So after this whole explanation, more netizens are disgusted. They're like, you got lover's brain, sis. Like, please, you're so blinded by your relationship. You can't even see the truth. What's going on? Nobody believes her. Which, like, I think it's sad that everybody's turning on her, but they're all upset with her. So more and more social pressure, and Z decides to private her live stream, and Han privates his entire account. And that day, like, over the span of, I think it was like 4 days that this happened, she loses not 4 but 6 million followers total.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how she lost it all, because of the expose, basically.
Yes.
Wow.
I guess a lot of people said this goes against who I thought I was following. Like, I thought she was this really independent girl that's goofy and doesn't care about anyone else. And then now she's like so obsessed with this guy that she's willing to get stepped on, and it's just weird. Then other girls start coming forward. People start coming out of the woodworks with their WeChats from Han. I was like, bro, this guy is such a boy. He will try 1,000% to get in your pants. It's insane. And maybe it was more women coming out because all of a sudden, Z's post with Han, gone. She deletes all of her posts with Han, and it seems like they're no longer dating. On April 18th, she does a live stream to talk about the issue.
How long after was that?
Like a week.
Oh, wow.
She's like, okay, let's really talk about the issue, because previously I wasn't talking about the issue. Let's really talk about it now. Let's dissect it, pull it apart, piece it together. Let me tell you why I posted the dress shopping vlog even after I found out and got that message from Lindsay. That vlog was filmed a long time ago in March. Here, you can see my camera roll. It's dated in March. It's not like I found out and the very next day I was like, oh yeah, let's go film a vlog. Let's go look at dresses. I'm not a freaking idiot. And then she goes on to state, obviously she was emotional because she was pregnant with his baby. She didn't want to badmouth him because ultimately she's pregnant, so this is still the father of her child eventually. She just wanted things to be amicable while she figures out what's going on. But netizens have kept spinning it and spinning it and spinning it into this thing, and like, fine, we broke up, okay? The internet is telling me he's a cheater, and I didn't see it, obviously, but now I see it, and I don't want to be with him. She posted that live stream, and people are now defending her. So they're like, you know what? You're right. You were pregnant. So maybe you did have some hormones in your brain that were not correct, that we did not resonate with, because so much was going on. And I'm sure it was very stressful, and it was embarrassing to have this all happen in the public eye. So you, Han. They start turning on Han. And you would think that this guy who privated his entire account because he didn't want to get any of the negativity, he would just sit still and do nothing. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. That's what they said about him. Oh yeah, he starts going online and he's saying Z did everything. The pregnancy was unplanned, but when she learned that I got her pregnant, because I'm such a stud, because I'm such a daddy, he likes to call himself daddy in videos and
No way.
in text messages.
You're kidding me.
I mean, he didn't say that in this video, but in text messages, he's always like, daddy's coming. I mean, not that good. Daddy's coming to the hotel.
It's not any better.
Yeah, I know, it's all worse, okay? And he said when she learned that she was pregnant, she saw this as an opportunity. She wanted to use this situation to stir up a scandal, attract attention, and then she knew that she was going to terminate the pregnancy within 2 months. She just wanted to get all the vibes. She wanted to be like, hi guys, I'm pregnant. Oh my god, I lost the baby.
Oh my
She
God,
is
what
a
a
sicko.
fucking-
She's
wow.
sick in the head. And she wouldn't let me tell the internet the truth. I felt like this was very wrong. Every time I tried to post about it, her scary ass team, because she's an influencer with 14 million followers or whatever, her scary ass team would come and take my phone away from me. They were controlling me. Like she was smoking, drinking, doing everything during her pregnancy. It was crazy.
其实当时的我被他的团队误解，他
Disgusting
的团队的
shit.
评为当时的我，说实话已经无法为自己辩解了。我真的，我一个人真的抵不过他们一个团队。
Okay?
It's a crazy allegation.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I am getting framed right now. I mean, she did this to increase her popularity. I don't even think that we were really in love. So yeah, I was going and meeting other girls. What can I say? Immediately, Z follows up with a live stream. She says, okay, you guys want to slander my name right now? You want to listen to Daddy Han, that he calls himself? Let me tell you what actually happened, because I have been trying to keep it classy. I have been trying to keep it so cordial. I lost the freaking baby from stress, and I got the hospital records to prove that, first of all. And then second of all, let me tell you everything that's happened, because I don't want to throw anyone down in the mud and drag them around. Oh yeah, well let's freaking do it. She said, second generation rich, up my ass, you stupid bitch. Okay, so first of all, you have 800,000 followers on Douyin, and you came to live with me immediately afterwards in my 5,000 square foot loft. You were not working, you were barely posting videos, you were barely making any money, you have no income, and all you would do while you were staying in my home that I pay for is eat, sleep, drink, and repeat. You would wake up at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I would wake up at 8 a.m. to go to work. We go to bed at the same time every day, around 3 or 4 in the morning. But I get up at 8 every morning to start getting ready to stream and shoot, as well as handling my own business, whereas you sleep until the sun is fucking high in the sky, until it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I would be worried. I would think, oh, I bet he's hungry. So I'd go to wake you up, and you would fucking yell at me. Don't you know I'm very sleepy? Don't you know that you've been noisy all morning? Okay.
Wow, she's getting
Okay.
riled up.
Yeah. Not only does he wake up late and yell at her for being too loud while she works, he would get mad because she didn't wake him up to post his Douyin videos. He's like, why didn't you wake me up? I had to post today. You know my best time to post is like 11 a.m. Okay? He's like, why didn't you wake me up?
My fans are waiting.
My fans are waiting, okay? And then he would turn to her team that she employs, that she hired, and would say, what should my caption be? And now, out of your little mouth, Han, you are saying that my team was controlling you? Bro, did you forget all of this? Did you freaking forget all of this? And you think that I got pregnant for publicity? Just announcing any relationship, not even with you, just any relationship with anyone would have gotten me a lot of publicity, okay? Okay? I'm just saying that right now. That's what I'm just saying. Why would I have to put my body through that? And what benefit would you bring me? Huh? Like, what benefit? You're saying that I'm using you for publicity? What publicity? You get no views! And she's like, yeah, she's